All right, team. It is Tuesday, January 14th, and this is our Lunch and Learn. And today we are going to actually keep it on the shorter side because what we're talking about today are two very time-sensitive things that we need to work on. So we're going to go over what those two things are and then get to it. So that's what we're going to do. Now, we are in the midst of January week 3 right now. So obviously, you know, every week we're working for a paycheck. So we are, of course, trying to enter sales this week as we do every week so that we can get paid on Friday. So this week happens to be a very important week because it's the last week of the convention recognition. So this is the final week to those that are areas and above that, you know, they get the opportunity to be top 50 in personal sales since convention recognition started back in early November. And then it's the final week for the group recognition. And you may not even realize that you're on probably several parts of teams that can be recognized as a top 3 team. So what happens at the convention, and even though this one is strictly leaders and above, it's still happening, that the top 3 group sales area, you know, so top 3 area sales, top 3 division, senior division, sales VP, company VP, executive company VP. So those leaders get called up on stage and then they do 3, 2, 1. And it's such a great award because it really says something and sends a message to the company, meaning like the home office, about like, this is a group that's doing things, going places, and deserves to be paid attention to. And just, I don't know, it just provides clout. And that clout can be everything from when that leader calls the home office, they get their answer a little faster, they can get your question handled a little more quickly, an exception made here or there. Like, it's just, I don't know, a whole bunch of unspoken things really that kind of come out of this. And, you know, there's just something to be said for being part of a team that gets that type of recognition and is known as, oh, that's that, you know, that's that top team. So we definitely have in this organization area teams that can win. We definitely have division teams that can win. We definitely have senior division teams that can win. And winning, I mean, can be third, second, first. Oh, just first is not winning. First, second, and third is winning. And of course, you know, winning is this one faction of the job. Winning technically is you achieving your goals. If you join this business to make your car payment and you make your car payment, you are winning. I'm just bringing up, this is one factor of our, you know, one faction of our business as well. And it's just a fun extra part of the business. So tomorrow ends that recognition period. So what I thought we would do today, because it benefits every single one of you, whether you're going to convention, whether you're part of being up on, really everyone is part of it, because our team will certainly be, at my level, the company VP level, our team certainly will be top 3. And of course, as always, we are still going to keep our number 1 position. But so even your $120 order today is a factor in that part. So please don't feel like, oh, this doesn't apply to me, because it completely applies to you. It applies to all of us. So anyway, even if you don't really care about that, your leader definitely does. But even if that doesn't motivate you, I'm sure getting paid on Friday motivates you. So here's what we're going to do. I wanted to give you just like a little suggestion of a way that you could easily gather up, 2 ways actually that you can gather up some sales today. Now, number 1 is that, did you see the post yesterday with the catalog items that are now specials. So clearly there are a few items that are getting discontinued that we must have 4 billion of. So that would be, actually let me grab so that I can show you what some of them are in case you've never seen them in person. Probably should have grabbed these before the call started. The Leilani, which actually is one of my favorites. This necklace looks awesome with, like, I have an olive cardigan that I wear this with that it looks great. You can wear it with white, brown. It's all genuine stones. This was $100 or something the entire season. Now it's $20 with a $40 purchase. I don't have the blossoms anymore, but I do. Oh, these two. Now, I have to be honest, I'm not sure this is worth doing as 20 with a $40 purchase. I feel like it's cheaper as a half price item and it would be net. So this is included in there, but you may not want to actually include it in there. You may want to process that as a half price item. But another really good one is the Milo, right? Is that what this name? That's what this is called? This piece is fantastic, and just is a great, even though it's a statement necklace, it's like a casual statement necklace and looks great with the Frankie hoops. It looks great with hematite. This was another one that's been $100 and is 20 bucks. So a great strategy to use today would be to start posting and even sending private messages about these pieces. I should probably have put it on speaker view. So that's what the Milo looks like, because I know that sometimes these pieces go on sale, but you've never even seen them in real life if they happen to be something you never had in your kit. The Leilani. This is, by the way, genuine mother of pearl and abalone shells. So a great strategy would be to do some posts and messages where you suggest a great $40-ish piece, and then, you know, let them know that they can get this piece with it. So to say, to get the glow earrings in silver or hematite, and then now you're set with a standard pair of hoops, and then treat yourself to this $100 piece for $20. You could do, what could we put with these? You know, there's, even if they want to do like different styles of the same thing. So like the, like if they like abalone shells, then you could really get your small version with the myrtle necklace and your big version with the Leilani necklace. So there's, you know, definitely different ways that you could market this up. So let's think of some nice little combinations of things that go together, because sometimes people say, oh, I don't even know what I would get for the $40. Whereas when you make a bundle, like Belinda Ellsworth suggested on the webinar the other night, people are definitely into grabbing a bundle. So you can do a bundle that is simply the one piece and the one piece, or you can make a more complete set out of it if you want, and put together like 2 items, and then maybe even throw in a half price item, or put in 2 $30 things so they're actually spending $60. Do a bonus, you know, tell them that they get the Milo necklace, and they can pick any impression bracelet of their choice as a bonus for $25. You know what I mean? Because they're getting, if they buy 2 $30 items, if they spend $60, I mean, regardless of whether it's 2 or 1 or whatever, then they get another bonus item. So these are all great ways to market this, but we have to show them, we have to give them the suggestions. We need to make the bundle for them. So it would be great if after this Zoom, as you put together little bundles, because it's easiest to do bundles. If you're going to go live and show bundles, it's easiest to do it, obviously, with jewelry you actually own. So everybody's bundles may be a little different. But if you do make a little graphic of a bundle, please share it in the group page so that everyone can use it. Let us know what words you're using. So that's idea number 1. Does anyone want to add to anything about that particular sale or what we could do with that. Because I know, like Belinda, you're really good with putting the jewelry together. So do you have anything you want to add to that?
I would just say just grab the piece that you like the best and work around it. Try
Mhm.
to find like lower end pieces so that they can get their, work the sale and not just the 40 and, spend what is it? Spend four, I forgot what he
Those
just
specials are spend 40, get one of those for 20. Or
for
actually, I
20.
don't think it's one. I think they can do as many as they want. But
Exactly. But instead of just doing that, they can actually get the items for 20 also and work out the regular sale since it's only $60 that they have to spend. I would
exactly.
go, yeah, and do it the other way, not just trying to sell because we need the net sales. And everything else is extra.
Correct.
So I would work around with low price items, making sure they match whatever, then the bracelets, like, well, I know Clarity is probably gone now. I don't even know. But,
Back, actually.
$40 items, $20 items, and half price becomes hardly anything. So I would work on that instead of working around the $40 piece, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure. Because actually, and once you get it going with the customer, you can easily start adding things on, right? So let's say they have, two items. Even if they don't add up to, even if they did two $20 items, right? Now, yes, they have enough to get a bonus item, but now you're able to say things like, hey, you know what? I can actually offer you right now anything else you want for half price. Do you want to throw something on for half price? So now they're like, oh, really? Yeah, okay, you know what? Throw on those blah, blah, blah for me. Okay, great. Do you want another one? Like, keep asking, do you want another one? Because sometimes then eventually they're like, okay, that's enough. I'll be like, okay, I know you said that's enough, but listen, actually with this purchase you can actually throw on something up to $200 for 25. Get them, like Belinda said, doing as much of the net part of the order as possible before just shutting down the order, for sure.
Right.
Because if they're entitled to half price items, we definitely need to tell them that. Do you want to throw anything on for half? I'd love, because sometimes they keep waiting on that lifestyle bracelet. They've seen you post it 100 times. They've been meaning to get it, and now you're like, do you want to throw something on for half? I mean, even something like throw out an idea. And they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, let me get that for $23. I've been following that bracelet forever.
And
So,
then talk
and
about
then, they want to
Valentine's
keep
Day.
adding. Sorry, go ahead.
I said, and then talk about Valentine's Day, which is literally not even a month away,
Mm-hmm.
or just about a
It's
month
exactly
away.
today. It's exactly a month away, actually. You're right.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I when it comes to bundles and having a set, or somebody says, you know what, I sell them the earrings. I always say, we have a really nice bracelet that will match the earrings and the necklace that you're wearing. And then, like I said, keep adding, and then remind them of the next holiday. Always, we have, you know, what is that? Valentine's Day. We have St. Patrick's Day. We have Mother's Day. There's so many things, one behind the other, that you can even get a show out of that if they want
Yes.
more than what they can afford.
Love that suggestion. Thank you, of reminding them of the next upcoming holiday. That's fantastic. And you're right, because I mean, what we also have in 2 weeks is a new catalog. So once you kind of are wrapping this up with them, you can say, and I know that you're doing this purchase here today, but I also know this is not everything you want. So we have a new book coming out on the 24th. Do you want to be the first to show it? Because I'm actually booking all my, my new catalog hostesses, and I would love for you to be one. And they may then at that point book a show for the new catalog. So while you have people in all these chats, definitely make sure that you're maximizing each opportunity to continue to add half price items, add the bonus items. What do they need for a gift? Can they, would they like to book a show? Have they seen this month's Sparkle Box? All of those things are just additional opportunities to build your sale and to build your business with a booking and more. So the second idea that I had, and this sometimes appeals to the people that, and you can kind of really build this into both, is that, the sale right now is if you spend 60, you get 2 bonus items. But there may be people out there that would like to spend 30 and get 1. So if you put out there the offer of spend 30 and get 1 bonus item, you can combine her order with somebody else doing the same thing and then put all of those orders together. And that's a great way to help out people that would like to spend less but would still like to take advantage. So as you're working these sales, you may find that they start out spending 30 and getting 1, but then they throw on a second item. It makes them eligible for the other one. They end up taking both and then their own order. But for the people who don't, you just combine that person with somebody else who didn't. You could easily have a $500 show by the end of tonight by doing this. Easily. And certainly you could do it by tomorrow. I bet you that you could get 10 orders. Now, if you were to get 10 orders like this, you'd be able to get, depending on what special you can run for yourself right now, you're either getting $500 worth of jewelry with $100 worth of Fast 50s if you get 10 orders, not the $30 version when you get them together, when you actually place the order. If you had 10 people take you up on this, then you get to be a 10 order hostess that you could gather up all kinds of stuff, replace all the things that you sold off your table at the holidays and whatever. Just definitely replace your jewelry using the kit shopping guide that I put in the announcement section, because those are the pieces not being discontinued. I don't want you to replace your jewelry with things that are getting discontinued anyway. So replace your jewelry. You can never go wrong with impression bracelets. They're always great to have extra, always great to bribe, even if you end up with extra colors of one thing. And then, you'll have a great show to put in by tomorrow. You'll get a great paycheck on Friday, and you will have found money, and you'll felt like you went out and did a show, but actually you did the whole thing from your office, from your couch, from the waiting room at dance, from the carpool line at school today and tomorrow. There's just so many opportunities to just shoot these types of messages out. And best case scenario too would be to say, think about who are you naturally going to see in the next 2 days. Do they want to actually see the jewelry and pick it out? You'll have no problem doing a $60 order with 2 bonus items if you're doing it in person, because they're going to want to pick tons of things when you do it as a personal appointment. Any other thoughts or questions on that?
Michelle, I'm going to work on some of these bundles. Do you want them in our group page, or should I post them in the social sale page?
Let's start here, and we can always move them over into the other group also. But we'll start them here so that at least all the Lunch and Learn people are definitely seeing it. And then maybe we can put them as an album in the other group all at once.
Perfect.
But yeah, any of you that are like feeling the affinity to do that, if you're somebody who's not great with doing images, do not spend the next 2 hours struggling to make an image. Let somebody else do it. Take them later. And in the meanwhile, just use words and pictures from the website to shoot out messages now or to make calls. Let other people who are fast and good at it take care of that. You can be contributor to something else another time. I really do recommend you doing a live with your VIPs today. In order to offer up this special, because when you start showing the pieces, when you explain in words how the sale works, you get a much better response. So I would take a few minutes to kind of, pull a few things, pull some things like Belinda said that go together. Pieces that are very common, bring up something that goes with it. Because if you know that your customers have a bajillion jewel bracelets and lifestyle bracelets and that everyone already has a Rue necklace, then you should pull items that go with that so that they can expand the look that they already started. Jen right now is wearing the pearl necklace and the tied necklace. That looks really cute together. The Rue looks really good in that same spot. So if you wanted to show them, I mean, I watched The Bachelor the last 2 weeks. Every single one of those young girls is wearing individual thin necklaces layered. Tons of them. Some of them are doing 2, some of them are doing 3 or 4, and it looks amazing. It's a very sexy look. And if you know that your customers have a couple of them, then let's show them a few more. Show them the Soar necklace. Show them Ariana. Things that layer in nice and, you know, get the look of The Bachelor. If that's, you know, with those younger clientele that like that look. It's just kind of building on what they have. If you've run the same sales that we have, you know what your customers have. So build on those. That was a great suggestion there from Belinda. And the second thing that's time sensitive for tonight, for today, is that tonight I'm going to go live in our Check Us Out group to share the business opportunity and once again talk about the extra $250 gift card for when they qualify. So if you have people that you need to reach out to, if you need to remind people that are already in the Check Us Out group that I'm going to be going live tonight, a personal reach out really is best. Now, back on Thursday, on our Leader Zoom, we talked about how we could share some words with you and who we could share, who we could send these messages to. So I just want to make sure that everyone saw where this resource is. So, okay. If we go to my computer is so slow. And boy, do I need to make sure that I don't have any controversial chats open when I do this. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. My computer is so slow because I have 1,000 things open. Can you hear Skipper? I feel like he's on my bed, which means that there's like a duck in the canal or something that he is going crazy about. That's usually, if he is barking out the back, that's usually what's happening. Okay. So in the announcement section, here's the kit shopping guide that I'm referring to. So when you replace jewelry that or ordering for yourself right now, make sure that you are choosing from this list. Unless you want to go ahead and have some different items like that are older, in which case you, of course, can always do that. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, did I not put it? I didn't put it in the announcements. It's in the discussion. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll down and show you, and I'll make sure I move it into the announcements. Because what we worked on was some words that you could use in order to reach out to those that you want to share the business with. Here it is. So we are suggesting here who you can reach out to. Everybody from someone who liked to post about your business, people you've invited to check us out in the past, every single one of your past hosts, anybody who has ever spent $200 with you, because obviously they're comfortable spending $200. In this case, they would be getting $1,000 worth of jewelry instead of what they got, right? Somebody that you shared the business with in the past that at that time decided no, but maybe now they'd be a yes. People that you used to work with here at Park Lane but are no longer here. The people that bought $20 kits but never actually started. Keep in mind that those people can still qualify. So, and they can still recoup that investment that they now paid the $229. So let's get them a paycheck. So here are the words that we suggested. And we are inviting them to the Check Us Out group to come on tonight. And then here in the comments is the easier place to cut and paste. So here's the initial, hey, you know, have you ever thought about doing what I'm doing? For what it's worth, I think you would love it, and I think you'd be great at it. And then here I gave you an example of a little more specific to someone. That's the super generic version. This is like a little more specific to that person. And then I gave you some suggestions on what to say in various situations. If someone says that they're super busy, you would, you know, this would be a suggested word set. If you're a brand new person, you know, you're going to just say, would it be okay if my friend, and then you say your recruiter or your leader's name here, gave you a call sometime tomorrow. She's the one answering all of my questions, you know, and I want to make sure you get the right info too. When is a good time for her to call you? Here is the invitation for tonight's live. You can send that. And then if they say yes, then you send them this. So anyway, we wanted to provide these words to you so that they were really easy for you to either say and have as a script in front of you, to text out, to Facebook message out. So does anyone have any thoughts or questions on this? I'm moving it into the announcements right now. No thoughts or questions on the recruiting ones? Okay, so does anyone have any thoughts, questions, or additions overall on anything that we spoke about today? All right, do we like what was shared here today and ready to get going on it? All right, both of these things, again, are time sensitive because the, well, number one, those $20 specials will definitely, as we know, they run out with the popular ones. So you want to get going on that ASAP. But as far as getting your sales in, you have today and tomorrow to do that. And then the Facebook Live is tonight at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific. So obviously the earlier you invite people, the more time they have to prepare to be on. But when people say, I can't be on live, but I would have liked to hear about it, still add them because, as you know, they can watch the replay. There's no need to say, is it going to be recorded? It's a live, and lives are just always there on the group. All right, well, thank you so much for all of your extra ideas and suggestions, and thank you in advance for any graphics that you're going to post that we can use, and groupings and bundle suggestions. If you have bundle suggestions but don't want to make a graphic about it, certainly feel free to just list them for us. You know, hey, a great thing that goes with this and this price point is this. Like, you can just make little lists, and that's even helpful. So anything that helps us not have to think of all the ideas over and over again is always a bonus. So thank you so much for that. All right, everybody, have a great rest of the day, and let's have a good rest of the week. Talk to you later. Bye.